Knock, knock. Not sure why my voice is so gone today. It's not like I did a lot of screaming last night, but, well, here we are. And you know what? I'm not gonna hide it. I'm not gonna apologize for it. I sound how I'm gonna sound, and you know what? I'm gonna be okay. Let's go ahead and get started, shall we? All right. Hello, everybody. I am Odyssey of Odyssey Beat, and it's great to have you here. Since last we caught up, we have follows from Nebulous IV, It's Pow Music, and Yuki Kitsune TV. Can we get some love in the chat for our new follows? How y'all doing today? And that subscription from Wandering Slacker 91. Very much appreciated. Great to have you here. Thank you for that, Pats. Also, I just realized, is this showing up? Yeah, it's all connected. Oh, it wasn't quite fully connected. Let me patch that up real quick, and then get to it. All right. Uh-oh. My tits may be broken. Which is just as well. Okay, nope, there it goes. Okay. We're gonna reconnect it, and I think we should be good. Yeah, it's not working. Sorry, the head pats and stuff might need a second to reconnect. Griffin with 22 months of subscribing. Can we get some love in the chat? Oh, thank you. There we go. Oh, it's not showing up. Okay, hold on a second. Right, that's a Shoost thing. Ow. Thank you for the bits. There's the issue. My tits wasn't showing. There we go. Thank you for the 100 bits. Griffin, thank you so much for the 22 months of resubbing. Thank you for the head pats. Can we get some love in the chat for everybody who's here? I very much appreciate all that. So, thank you. Today's quite a day, oddly enough. I'm talking about the Twitch integrated throwing system, Cobalt. Whatever do you mean? Hello, Jesse. How is Ciderfest going? I hope it's going really well today. Yeah, I hope it's a really good time. Words are failing me right now. So you'll notice that I forgot I had that. Okay, so we have a few things to talk about today. A few things are less imminent. A few things are more imminent. Going pretty good. I'm here with Foley. Hi! It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well today. First of all, most important question, and you must answer honestly. How was your Halloween? How is it? I have a story, a tale, if you will, of adventure. Good but rainy. I mean, that makes sense. It's about that time of the year, you know. It was another day in the Lance household. That's fair. That happens too. Just been chilling at home, TBH. That happens too. Mine was good. I got a bunch of chocolate from my mom. That's fair. Listen, wherever you get your chocolate, you know, we take those. It was so damn good. I was clubbing, so I missed the stream, and I'm very tired today. That's fair. Do what you gotta do. So, Ali has, thank you so much for the follow on the stream. It is great to have you here. I am Odyssey of Odyssey Beat, and my music has been featured in Super Eurobeat, Initial D, DBR, Matara Kondobi Shoujo, Ashton Martin, Rolling Stone, and much, much more. It is great to have you here. Scratch that. My sister's friend's dad flaked on her and refused to let her go trick-or-treating with them because he's an excuse-making Ooh, I see. I'm sorry to hear that. That's a bummer. Trick-or-treating was fun. Parents' neighborhood is popular. About 1,500 or so trick-or-treaters. The God kids loved it. That makes sense. That's quite a neighborhood. Goodness gracious. So last night I went. Some of you know that I ended my stream a little early so I could go and basically chaperone my niece while she was trick-or-treating, and it worked a real trick. It worked real well. We went around. She was adorable. She was Miraculous Ladybug, which I didn't know she was into that show. And we ran around all around my grandma's neighborhood, and she was adorable. And that all happened. We celebrated her getting so much candy, just truly gratuitous amounts of candy. And I came home, and I was like, wow, what a night. What time is it? 9 o'clock? I still have time for adventures. So, I touched up my makeup a little bit, posted the pictures to like Twitter and Blue Sky and all that kind of thing, and made my way. In this case, I went to a very popular part of town, part of the city, that's known for having some night events where people just go and hang out. It's a little block of road that's cut off from cars so people can walk it. And it's got all these restaurants and bars and pubs and all that kind of thing. And I walk into a pretty popular bar and grill. And I won't get into things too much because I feel like it'd be a little bit rude to who I met. But I'm waiting in line to order at the bar. And this guy walks up and asks if I've had any progress in getting up to the bar. And I'm like, no, it's taking me a little bit to get up there. I don't want to, intrude or get in the way when they're going through all this stuff. And we start to banter a little bit. We start to chat. And that becomes, like, hey, I'll tell you what, if I get into the bar and there's not a spot for you, let me know what you want and I'll take care of it. And, we kind of chat a little bit about our costumes. Oh, thank you for the hearts. We chat a little bit about our costumes and, what we're doing and where we're going out about. And we get our drinks. In this case, they didn't have any ciders on tap, which is a shame. So we got some, canned ciders, and I bought them. And we went outside to chat for a little bit. And so this guy doesn't get out much, but because he's so busy. Like, he has a really demanding job in biology. And, is very busy, very well paid, but doesn't get out very much. And I start talking about, the music stuff that I do and that kind of thing. And we kind of click. We're doing okay. And I'm like, you know what? Yeah. At one point, he kind of he suavely asks for my number. I gave it to him. Then his buddies come around, the ones that brought him out to, come out and have some fun and, take a load off a little bit. And they were going to head to a different location. And we all start making our way over there, and we start hanging out and, chatting with his friends and the folks that he knows and the folks he doesn't know yet. And this is where the story takes a turn for the bummer. He starts trying to put his hand around my waist a little bit more often. And I kind of roll with it a little bit because, we're in enough of a crowd where if I, jump away or do the kind of thing that I would usually do, it wouldn't have gone over super well. Never go to the second location. It was a big enough crowd to where, and close enough to points of safety that I know about to where, it was essentially the same as bar hopping. Otherwise I would not, I wouldn't have done that. Yeah, Griffin, that was kind of my thought as well. But, I tried to roll with it. It's next step, knowing how fast to go and that kind of thing is a little bit difficult. So we get in, and this place has a few arcade games as well. And instead of waiting for the bar, instead of waiting for drinks, we decide to break off and check out some of the arcade games. And he's asking me how to play some of them, and I try to show, how this one works or how that one works. And I feel really bad because I keep winning. And I'm actually trying not to. And it's just, I keep doing really well. And at one point he tries to block the screen a little bit playfully. And then he blocks my hands. which doesn't sit too well with me. And, you know, he doesn't do that too many times. And we banter a little bit. We're playing our games, we're playing games. At one point, he asks if he can kiss me. Now, here's the thing. I appreciate. No, Vars. No. It never seemed like a sore loser thing. It seemed very playful. Like, actually, not a bad way to go about it, except for the whole, like, physical contact too early. It didn't feel like him being a sore loser. It felt like him. Okay. I'll explain this in a bit. I think it was part of a tactic that was just not panning out for him because I am slow on the draw. And he asks to kiss me, which actually I appreciate, because my answers to that have not always been the same over the years. There is at least one person that I've been on a date with. Now, granted, yes, on a date, very different, but where when I was asked that, I said yes. But in this case, you know, I said, you know, I'm just not ready for that, and he rolled with it. He did roll with it, but from all of those signals, I kind of took that as a cue. It's like, all right, no, it's kind of strike three. The waist touching without asking first, the touching my hands and such without asking me first, those are kind of strikes 1 and 2. And then, like, those are moving fast enough to where it's like, yeah, no. I was kind of done. It was about midnight anyway, so I decided to make my way home. And, it was still a good time. Like, his buddies were still a lot of fun, and playing games was fun. But I wanna make very clear. I could have been more clear about the boundary of touching my waist. I could have been like, what are you doing? You know, a little bit more openly. The problem was that I was trying to be a good sport. The problem was, like, I was trying to be too, like, you know, it's just kind of nice. Let's be goofy, silly. I should have drawn a clearer line about where that boundary is for me. It doesn't excuse his behavior in the slightest, but something that I'm looking back on and realizing I should have done is made clear, like, hey, like, listen, you have my number, not my permission. So, I will say, though, I'm glad I went out. I'm glad I had a little adventure. I'm glad that I bumped into someone interesting and rolled with things and saw where it went. And, you know, it wasn't the worst way that the night could have gone. I'm proud of myself. I was a hottie, and I got approached in a way that I actually enjoyed up until the contact part. So here's the thing. I was gonna come back around to what I think he was doing. I'll think about that, pets. So, in certain columns of dating advice and romance and things like that, you might learn this in, you know, more genuine publications. You might learn this from, like, Alpha Sigma Balls publications. It is said that a way to sort of connect with a woman is through physical contact. If you're able to get to a point where you can have physical contact, that generally sets off, you know, the happy chemicals, the serotonin and such. It's like, it basically builds that connection of, I like being touched by this person. In theory. In execution, you still have to be very wary of things like consent. And I think that's where the gap was between him and I. It's like, he was a pleasure to talk to. He was a pleasure to hang out with. Fascinating guy. But don't touch me without that. Like, don't touch me so quickly. I think I need to tell him not to message or, like, just block the number or something. I don't really do this very often, so I'm not entirely sure of the process of disconnecting without being a bitch. But, it put me all the way off. But I went out, I got a drink, I enjoyed the night, I met some cool people, I kind of had a little adventure, and I'm proud of myself for that. The only time I've touched a gal without permission was because I had to pull her out of the way because a guy that made me look small got thrown by another dude who made him look small. It was a chaotic event. See, I feel like in the case of an emergency, that makes sense. Like, tackling someone out of the way of like a truck or something, clearly you got to do what you got to do. I think in this case, because it was not a, like, you understand the difference, though. Like, the difference between, like, an emergency and I want to make a move. And I should also indicate, like, I don't know if my response to that is normal or shaped by, just some of what I've been through. Because, don't get me wrong, all the dates that I've been on in person have been good. For the most part. I can think of at least one or two that did not. But most of the dates I've been on in real life, like in person, have been good. But I think I still have some damage from what happened during lockdown and some of the things with just what I've been through. To where I don't want to move very quickly. I need to be a little bit more comfy with someone. And even then, you start with hands. You don't start with the waist. You start with hands. You start with handhold. Oh, thank you for that, Pats. And I mean, I know, get the kya hand holding in my good for a Christian Minecraft server. Get it out of your system. Like, memes aside, that's where you start. I don't know. Like, it wasn't a bad time, and I don't think this guy is some evil, awful, blah, blah, blah. But it just wasn't where I was. And it wasn't how to reach me. So, lesson to those who are interested in attracting someone. Contact is based on consent. No matter what your blogs and your podcasts tell you, no touchy unless granted permission. I'd maybe give this guy one more chance, but I have a tendency to be a bit too forgiving sometimes, so IDK. Maybe my opinion's not super on the money here. I will say I used to be on that kind of wavelength, Cobalt, but for my own sake, I need to learn to be a little bit more blunt. And a little bit less forgiving. Weird as that sounds. Hello, gamer. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well today. How are ya? But yeah, no, like, for my own sake, for a few reasons, I really do need to, for lack of a better way to put it, be less forgiving and give fewer chances. Because, I have, think of it, what weird place for that. Oh, wait, is that but's not working? I just finished a 15 to 16 hour bus ride back to Lithuania. Oh my gosh. I hope you're doing okay. That's quite a trip. That's most of Halloween right there. Unless it's already the second in Europe. Gamer, I'm doing okay. I was talking about my Halloween adventure. Let me go ahead and take a sip real quick. Water. Okay. So, yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'll just be like, hey, you know, it was cool meeting you. It was cool meeting you. I hope you had a great Halloween. I don't think we're on the same vibe. Last night went a little bit faster than I wanted, and I've been through some things to where I don't, where I'm not gonna click with that. Like, wishing you the best, and I hope that you have a great rest of the year, kind of thing. I don't know, like, it's always a little bit difficult because I'm the kind of person where hurting someone's feelings twists the knife. I can barely get myself to tell someone, like, I can say no if I really have to. But it's like, I'll be that person where it's like, do I have to? Is there a way that I can do this that won't hurt their feelings? I've got to get past that. Blunt as that sounds, like cruel as that sounds, I can't be like that. Exactly, Varsk. That's why I got to be better at ripping the Band-Aid off. Yeah, I can't be that way. Yeah. I'm not gonna, like, in short, Griffin, I'm a people pleaser because I'm lonely. Like, don't get me wrong, it's not that I don't have anyone to hang out with. I have family, you know, a 35, 45 minute drive, and Some friends are starting to move closer in, but I don't get out much. I don't have a lot of people that I go out of my way to spend time with in person. Most of my life since moving here has been at this desk. We're roughly in this part of the apartment, like where the desk is. You gotta express your feeling honestly, but it's possible to go overboard as well, but most decent people don't want to violate the boundaries either knowingly. And here's the thing, Yoku. Also, hello. Here's the thing. I have done what I thought was reasonable, as kind as I could put it. I've drawn boundaries that I thought were completely reasonable. And like, hey, you know, thank you for that. That's like, hey, I know that we were super excited about this. I'm not really feeling that. I hope that that's okay. And it devastated them. Just absolutely shattered them. And I know that my message to them was delivered as kindly as possible. And I know for a fact that someone else's reaction, if I have done my part to be as kind as possible, it's not something for me to worry about. But it still has an effect on me. Like, I don't know. I try not to be antagonistic unless given really good reasons for it, you know? Like, I'll have opinions of people where it's like, I don't much care for that person, but I'm usually going to try to be at least diplomatic. And like navigate the situation maturely, kindly. But I don't know. It's a hard line. But that is one that I'm going to need to walk with this fella. I'm like, he's not a bad person. I hope that he has a great great rest of the year and that he has more times like that with his buddies. I think for that, that's. And I don't regret having spent that time. It's just I'm not going to continue it. Sometimes those things happen. We have a good time, we meet someone, and it's a good day, and we have that story that we can tell. I think with that, that's. I don't know. As someone who is a perpetual busybody, right? When in doubt, pinky out. Cheers. Was it? I forgot what I was on about. Oh, thank you. Sometimes we just have that journey. We have that adventure. We go out and it's like, okay, I don't feel like doing more than this. Oh, thank you. Sometimes that's all we need. So that was my Halloween adventure of going out for a drink, meeting someone who was cool to start with, and things just kind of went a little bit downhill, but I'm gonna be real. It's kind of nice to be flirted with like that. It was kind of nice to have like so many compliments on my boots, so many compliments on just the overall look. Just it was kind of nice to be like, hey, you're really pretty, and like actually I'll tell you that you're hot. And look at it this way, if y'all are really made for each other, you'll probably cross paths again anyways. Fate's really. Here's the thing, Cobalt, we're both homebodies, so like it's probably not going to happen. I don't have a problem with that necessarily because, well, it didn't work out this time. But you know, it's also like sometimes you can have that one-time adventure. I'll think about that. Well, I'm gonna have a quick bite of my snack. Oh, sometimes it's okay. As someone who used to take dating way too seriously, it's nice to have a casual little encounter like, hey, this was fun. We're not gonna do that again, but I hope you get something like that again, you know? And so I looked cute and got told you were, and not on stream. I looked hot and got told I was, and not on stream, and pretty and stuff like that. And so I will give this guy a little bit of credit too. Like, not like this is necessarily some huge bar to cover, but it's a policy of mine when I'm hitting things off with someone and we're bantering and flirting and whatever. I'll usually be like, hey, I noticed we're hitting it off. I want to be straightforward about something before we go any further. And if this is a deal breaker, then I'll respect that. Just want to be straightforward about it beforehand. I think the way I went about it last night was like, as you can see, I'm rocking a bit of an Adam's apple. That's there for a reason. And he was like, okay. And that reason is, like, I do happen to be trans. I do happen to be a trans woman. And he's like, okay. And I'm like, okay, as long as we're straightforward about that. I think it's a habit I learned from when I was still on Tinder. Because the kinds of reactions I would get if I was not fairly straightforward about that, or even when I was, like, reasonably straightforward, like, I would still get this weird shift. Actually, now that I think about it, I did tell him that a little bit later in the evening. There is some part of me that's like, I doubt it, but it's like, what if that was part of the factor? Like, what if that was, like, part of why I got treated different? Which is super unlikely. But there's that little bit of, like, what if in the back of my head, though. But I digress. Like, because I'm used to Tinder, where I've once had it like, hey, we're really getting along super well. Like, I'd love to learn more about you. And I'm like, hey, by the way, you did check my profile, right? They're like, yeah, no, what are you on about? I'm like, yeah, did you read it all? And they're like, no. I'm like, oh yeah, so go ahead and take a look. And the response that I got the one time that I actually did that, let me see if I can get the effect right. So it's like, hey, things are going really respectful too. They read my profile and then they go, so do you swallow? Real Casanova hours here, yeah? So that's why I'm open about it early. That's why I'm open about that kind of thing early, because that's the last thing I ever want to hear from someone again. Listen. Bruh. Exactly. Bra moment, to say the least. Because, like, listen, I'm gonna be very clear. You're gonna have to be a lot further along with me before you can even make that as a joke. In case it's not clear, that's not a thing you joke about on the first day. Like, okay, I'm not gonna go on that rant, but I'm gonna be real here. Guys that make that kind of comment, and I must be honest, it is 95% of the time, if not 98% of the time, in my experience, the fellas. I've had one lady get a little bit, like, excessive, but never to the extent that I've got from guys. They know what they're saying. They know what they're talking about. When I've had questions that I treated as if they were earnest, it's never been rewarded. It's always been like 98% of the time, they know what they're saying. They know what they're talking about. They're just trying to lead into something. Every once in a blue moon, I'll get someone who's like, I genuinely don't know what you're talking about. And I've answered questions. I've done that. I'll think with that bets. I've had to give a lot of cis guys advice on talking to trans women. And I'm like, all right, listen, here's the policy. And pardon my French with this. And pardon the bluntness of this. But here's the way that I deliver it to a lot of cis guys. If a cis woman would curb stomp you for saying this to them in person, don't tell it to a trans woman on the internet or in person. I feel like that makes sense. Like, please let me know. Am I wrong here? Is that too much to say? Is it like, because I feel like there is that sense of being treated differently. And listen. We are a different flavor. We are a different flavor in Before Mouthfeel references. Like, there are things that we do a little differently, but we're still women. We're still ladies. We still don't want to hear, do you swallow, within the first few messages. And please, and by the way, this is assuming on the dating side of things, and like flirting and that kind of thing, like first connections. If you're there for hookups, if you are there to do a little bit of that, Obviously, things are different. Obviously, things are different if you're there to do hookups. But here's the thing. I'm scared of romance as it is. I am scared enough of romance and dating as it is. I am not ready for what comes after that. Or who comes after that? I digress. Point is, I wasn't ready. Like, you can't just expect a pot to boil right away. You gotta give time. I don't know, like, I'm easily flustered. I'm still fighting to make it to the hand-holding stage. And here's the thing. Here's the kicker. I'm cuddly. I like physical contact. I like being held. I like that kind of thing. The idea of someone being able to pick me up and carry me. Love it. But not when I'm just getting to know you. Not when I'm just getting to know you. Like, we gotta work up to that. Listen, I might hold a hand on a first date. If someone's really good, like, if someone has gone through an entire first date. By the way, I will eventually get to the actual subject of today's stream. I know that we spent an hour just talking about my Halloween adventure. But I've got some feelings about this. Like, no, we're not talking about the cap, actually. I totally like being held, being, you know, having my waist held, having my hand held, being, like, I love that kind of thing. But I gotta work up to that with someone. Like, I was new to this before. Okay, I will confess, I went on a couple of dates before COVID, when I was still kind of figuring myself out. And they were great. And I did. Thank you for the hearts. Like, I've done my fair smooching. I'm not out here like a complete, like, smooch virgin. I'm not out here like, it's not like I'm immovable on the first date or something. It's more that, I gotta work up to that. Those smooches were on the second date. And this was someone who, very easily had my attention, my interest, my attraction. I think, I'm not sure what it is that has a lot of, and again, this is not fair, but it's mostly guys that seem to be like, how far can I go? And don't get me wrong, I understand that a lot of media has conditioned things to where it's like, listen, you gotta find those boundaries and you do it this way because they're not gonna make that move, so you gotta make the move. You don't have to go that fast. And I'm gonna be real here, I'm proud of myself for even allowing myself to try this kind of thing after what I've been through. And that sounds like I'm kind of patting my own back a little bit much because, like, I don't know, it's part of what I'm doing to navigate what I went through with my stalker. Okay, there was my stalker, and then I haven't talked about this much, but there was someone else who was pretty intense about their feelings for me, to the point where they had planned how many kids we were going to have. This was someone who refused to accept me after I came out for that reason. Would post my childhood pictures to her Instagram and things like that. Not on the same level as my abuser, who would love bomb me and had my address and that kind of thing and sent emails, but pretty bad. I remember this person actually blocked me on Twitter and platforms because apparently they've been seeing help, which honestly, good for her. I'm, like, unironically really happy for her. I hope that she finds so much satisfaction and happiness away from my content. Or if she's had, you know, a moment of recovery and figuring things out, that she's doing better. Like, if she's genuinely been through things. Okay, so if someone would be going very old-fashioned chivalry on the first date and offering his hand or offering his arm, would that be too much and would you feel uncomfortable or how would you react? That's a good question, Fujiwara no Soul. If you offered that as part of something, Ooh, okay. This might be something that I've really had that I might have been inconsistent with. If it's an arm or a hand, it's very clearly like a chivalry thing. I'll be honest, I'd roll with it. I feel like, yeah, you know what? That's a sweet thing. That's not too much, and it's being offered. That is an offer. That is an extension I can reasonably decline. So when someone makes that gesture to me, I see the sweetness of it. Even if I don't want to touch someone at the time, like when the guy offered to kiss me, I'm like, you know, I'm not there yet, but I appreciated that he asked. I think I told him that too. Like, I'm like, hey, I appreciate you asking. I like the option. I like the option to opt in. So if I am offered a hand or an arm, I'm actually a little bit more inclined to take it, because that's different. When someone reaches for my waist, that's different. That I was not asked. I was not, for lack of a better way to put it, my autonomy was not respected. But in the case of like an arm or a hand, that's charming. That's charming to me. I would roll with that, I think. If I am into someone and they're offering me their hand or their arm, I'm on it. Yeah. That feels nice. That feels good. Dating for me is just in line with being demi-romantic, so I don't date. I mean, that makes sense. You probably want to build a connection with someone first. If I'm not mistaken, that is to some extent how demi things work. Please correct me if I'm wrong, by the way. Plus hand holding feels, it does. It's so cute. But yeah, no, Fujiwara no Soul. I hope that answers that. Like, it might be a grand gesture, but I would say if the vibes are right, if you two are giggling together, if you're having a good time, if you can very clearly tell that the other party is having themselves a grand old time, offer that hand, offer that arm. I would say, yeah, like, do a vibe check. Roll for vibe. If you're not entirely sure, I would say hold off or even ask, like, may I offer you my arm? Because even if I say no to that, like, I can tell that effort's being made, you know? I don't date anymore because I've had some bad relationships. Just friendships are fine. That's totally fair. In my case, I'm a bit of a romantic, and I've realized over the years that a lot of what I wanted in romance growing up was something I realize now that I wanted it as my real self, and I wasn't satisfied with what I had because it wouldn't work with that. I actually rolled a d20. I rolled a 2 other vibes rancid. Okay, if we're going by dice, then yes, the vibes are rancid. But if the fact that you actually rolled for something, clever, charming, good answer. I would say roll with advantage. I'm gonna have another quick bite of my snack real quick. But yeah, no, like, it's probably very foolish for a public figure to admit. I really like the idea of romance. I like the idea. I think it was growing up. I didn't know how much I wanted this, but I wanted to be a girlfriend. I wanted to be like a fiance, a bride, a wife. I wanted to be on that side of things. And it's not because, oh, you know, I receive gifts or whatever. It's just that's where I fit. Like, I'll be real here. If I was after free stuff, I wouldn't have offered to pay for both drinks last night. My advantage was a 10. That could be worse. I don't know, like, I would like to be in a romantic relationship at some point again. The best one that I was in ended up being with one of my very best friends now. The people who know me tell me that I'm a hopeless romantic to where I would do anything, almost like it came straight from a romantic movie, but that's just who I am. I love romance when this person knows who I am and I know who they are. I feel like I'm the same way, gamer, It's just, I don't know. I like the idea of love. And I would like that for me someday. I'll also say for now, it's not something that I'll necessarily go out of my way to pursue. I have an empire to build. I'm doing this. This takes a lot of time. This takes a lot of effort. And there's some issues that I want to work through in myself before I'm really ready to dive into that kind of thing. I'd like to be a little bit more stable before I start pursuing relationships or dates or anything like that. It may never happen. I may need to change my perspective on that because, like, stability on Twitch? Stability on if you mention something about the socio-political realities of being a trans person on Twitch, you need to get your account slapped with political discussion? If you were on my Discord server or on my Twitter, you knew this discussion was coming. I won't talk about it too much, but I should say, I should bring this up just very quickly. Earlier today, or perhaps later last night, Twitch made a change to their policies. I'm going to pause the music for this. Twitch made a change. I didn't realize that I had my own stream open. Twitch made a change to their policies where they clarified that certain subjects, when discussed on stream, would require a stream label, like a stream tag. In the same way, are you blocked? Because I don't know if what I'm typing is going through. You are not blocked. You would know if you were banned. Yeah, I'm seeing your messages in chat. I think I've just been missing them because I've been on my own little tangent. Words. So, here it is. So, if I discuss these subjects with you, my account is likely to get a content label, a content classification. Like, you remember a month or so ago when I got smacked with the sexual content? With, sexual themes, sorry. Because I said the word boobs in that stream, and I'm probably going to get it again because I said that and someone reported me on bad faith. The following subjects now set off a politics and sensitive social issues label for a Twitch account, which has the same effect as, you know, sexual themes, which is it reduces the reach of your Twitch account. Streams featuring former or current political officials if the content includes discussions with these individuals around public policies, live coverage or commentary on elections, civic presses, or election-related disputes, all blah, blah, blah. That's fine so far. Here we go. Discussing ideological or socio-political views on topics like gender, race, sexuality, or religion, and discussing legislation related to a sensitive social issue such as reproductive rights, LGBTQ+ rights, or immigration. So, if I tell you in Texas, as of a week or so ago, in Odessa, Texas, ironic name, there is a $10,000 bounty on catching a trans person entering the bathroom that does not match what's on their birth certificate, and someone reports that, I get slapped with that label. My stream gets basically held back because I am discussing the reality of why I cannot go on tour to Odessa, Texas. Twitch has told the LGBTQ+ community that being ourselves is political. I can't talk about it in the context of tour. I can't talk about it in the context of live shows. I can't talk about the reality of how that affects my job because it's political. I'm sorry to go on this kind of tangent, and I'll be done with it momentarily. But for the time being, unless I set apart a stream for gender discussion, like if we have another like girls' night in or whatever, I may mark that as politics and sensitive social issues. because we'll want to talk about it. Femininity it's quite the hot topic lately, especially around here. But until then, and maybe I need to make those kinds of streams more common. Until then, some of the discussions that we've had on here that people have enjoyed, have even come around to see on here, will be reduced. And it feels cowardly to say that, but I'm trying to build this channel. The time that I spent away to spend time, doing things from MagWest and TwitchCon and off season and hang out with friends, it was super fun. And I'm so glad to have so many of you here. The numbers took a hit, and because this is part of my income, I do need to be careful about how I manage this. So because of that, because of the financial reality of what it takes to run a stream, I am making a cowardly decision to reduce that subject coming up on stream, except when I have it. We're basically back to square one. We're probably back to right before square one. We're dancing on the back of the line around square one. Who knows? Probably for this much alone, I'll probably get slapped the label anyway. The fact that I'm wearing this hairpin, I'm probably gonna get it smacked on me anyway, and the VOD will be deleted for it. By the way, yeah, that's what happened last time when I got smacked with the sexual themes thing. They nuked the VOD. Which is real great when you don't want someone to know what they did that broke the rules and to try to fix it. Imagine that. I couldn't even know if it was because I said the word boobs or if it was something else. If I really messed up that stream, if I really went too nutty, then yeah. Then yeah, it'd have been worth it. But how am I to know? The stream got nuked, remember? So the same for this. Just for the fact that I've talked about this. If some ass decides to flag this as political or social sensitive issues, then there that goes. I talked about this, if you check out the final paragraph of it, this is only when politics is the focus of the stream. So I did review that. There's still a problem with it. Yeah, let me pull up some of the discussion around that. So that's still down to enforcement. I believe Aaron brought it up in the Discord server. Here it is. Intermittent mentions of politics, politicians, or sensitive social issues are not required to have the label. Streams containing informational or educational content that aims to share knowledge in a neutral, fact-based manner, rather than engaging in any kind of advocacy for an issue or a candidate. So the text of the letter seems fine, right? If I present factual information, then yes. This is a trans VTuber space in 2024. This is the kind of space where people seek us out. Do exactly that. This is the kind of space where, by virtue of the fact that I exist the way I do, it almost feels like it's a matter of time. It almost feels like it's just a matter of when my name comes up on the list. I'm gonna be real with you. It depends on how it's enforced. And if Twitch enforcement is anything to go by, we're screwed. And if what happens on YouTube is anything to go by, I'm double screwed. Because the folks that are doing mass flagging for the sake of getting a person deplatformed, they're rewarded. Don't worry, Twitch gave us a trans pride emote, so of course they love us, really, right? Right? Consume product. LGBTQIA plus member. Consume product and be excited for more product. Thankfully Twitch and Safety outsources their work to only the finest underpaid workers. Basically, yeah. Because you see, Twitch Twitch is a small indie company, and it's owned by a small indie company that really can't afford it. Of course. I'm sorry, I didn't want to spend too much time on this tangent. I wanted to bring that up, share some feelings, and we'll be done with it soon. That's just what's going on. From now on, I'll need to be careful with the streams where I do that. And don't forget to buy your pride pins on Basil's Market. Exactly. I don't know. It kind of stings, but there's only so much I can do. Sadly, I'll have to ask this, perhaps of my mod team. If you notice me getting a little too euphoric, or if you notice me going a little long in the tooth about gender stuff, please do let me know. Sadly, for the sake of my streams, for the sake of my content, that kind of discussion, why don't I just keep the tag on my streams? Because it has the same effect as having sexual themes on it. It holds it back. It's like getting it's like getting demonetized on YouTube. Even if you're still getting money on it, it vastly reduces. I think it actually like decimates. Literally like reduce it by a decimal. Your reach. I'll put the music back on. So if I keep that, so here's the thing. To be in complete compliance with the letter of Twitch, I'd probably have to have sexual themes and sensitive social political issues on my stream by virtue of I make sex jokes sometimes and I'm trans. Just being real. It sucks. Or attract folks who really want a different experience on chat. Exactly. Like, it's ironic because the kind of experience they'd be seeking in that chat, I've considered trying to foster on the platform that'd be better suited for it. I briefly joked in Discord that I was considering streaming on a site that is exclusively for fans, not because I make that kind of content, but because I'd be less likely to get bonked for talking about it. I wasn't saying it isn't something to be concerned about, but this is a fresh panic, and we should give them a small bit of time to clarify. Latent, I admire your ability to give people the benefit of the doubt. I do not give Amazon, Twitch, the benefit of the doubt. I would be shocked if they step this one back. Or if it's not exactly as it's being seen. If I didn't find you, I would not be. Anna. I'm honored. Thank you. And Leighton, by the way, you are approaching that more rationally than I am. Gosh, sorry. Hannah, I really am honored that I could save you from that abyss. I think I will say that you finding my content and taking what I've said to heart, I think you had to make that decision for you. I'm glad that I could be part of that. Daniel, thank you. Sorry, what was I on about? If I get too focused on that, I'll be scared. Yeah, I'm not gonna hold my breath for Twitch to go, no, we meant every word that we said, get bent. I'll believe it when I see it, sadly. Hydrate, I should definitely do that, thank you. I am dehydrated. Okay, let's move on to happier subjects, shall we? I do recognize that I'm in a privileged position. I'm not trying to deny it. No, I please understand. I wasn't even thinking about it in that perspective, Latent. I actually wasn't even thinking about that. But I guess that is technically a thing. I don't know. Yeah, if it's all right with you all, I'd like to shift the subject to happier matters. The reason that we're actually here today. So, one thing I have not been... Oh, thank you for the head pats. One thing about which I'd like to be more transparent. Well, I'm already trans, and some of y'all call me mommy. That's a different issue. Thank you for the head pats. One thing I'd like to be... That I haven't been as very transparent about is your rewards from the ODYTHON, because y'all unlocked them before we even went over them. So, I'm going to do one thing in VTube Studio before I go on. I think I need to... Okay. So one of the rewards for the ODYTHON... Oh, I'm going to be surrounded in hearts. One of the rewards that you got was... I think it was that. An original song. As in, the very thing that inspired Strawberry Girl, you all unlocked it this year. So, I'm going to update the stream title to reflect that. Guy Othersome, thank you. Very much appreciated. I feel like I should do a side note for this. I could probably stand to put the $10, I should probably put the dono bar back on screen, but, and we'll still spin the wheel for the record. But you'll notice that the bars look a little different today. The reason is this. I want to emphasize my moderation team a little bit more this time around. I feel like I'd rather encourage people to put money into Pally first. I do know that at least one of my moderators is going through a financial need at the moment, and I want to focus on that. That said, thank you very much. Let's go ahead and get the wheel going. Where's the wheel? Wheel. There's the wheel. And do that. Put that here. And give it a spin. And then we have this message here. I keep forgetting about Pally. No worries. Oh. Oh. It was almost on Mommy C, but it ended up being copy pasta. All right. What would you like for me to read? Not this again. Do you not want another copy pasta? What would you like? And have a bite of cheese while y'all decide if you want this or a reroll. If you do want this, what kind of copy pasta should I read? Colby Jack. Mommy C, please. Well, that's not where the wheel spun, silly. A lot of the Thanksgiving copy pastas I see are really not,
Excuse me? Excuse me? Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy?
Well, the case for this mode seems a little compelling. What do you say we fudge the amount a little bit there? Maybe let's do 5 minutes of this after all. Let's have a look-see. Let me get the timer ready for 5 minutes. Ready? Right now. I have to use Eurobeat on NFS Unbound because the soundtrack on that NFS game sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. The NFS soundtrack sucks, but good choice on the Eurobeat. Also, I love Blake DMC. Hope you're doing well today. I think this is your first time here. I'm Odyssey of Odyssey Eurobeat. I make Eurobeat for Super Eurobeat, Initial D, DDR, Matara, Kanavi, Shoujo, Ashton Martin, Rolling Stone, and much, much more. It is great to have you here. You're hanging in there. I'm sorry to hear that. I'll turn the reverb off real quick. Hanging in there. I hope that today gets better for you. I forgot that Cottontail has that emote, Varsk. It's very cute. It's my understanding that she was doing some ASMR today. That was really fun. This community is so welcoming. It's basically a second family that actually cares about me every single step of the way. I love every single one of you. Remember that. That's wonderful, Daniel. And I'm glad that this space can be a caring one for you. That is a sign that the mod team has been good at enforcing and that I have succeeded at instilling that value. That's a good thing. I'm honored that this can be a space where you feel cared for and welcomed. That is, it's something that I've wanted for whatever I did for my community. For anyone who's been here before, I became a VTuber. You can see a little bit of that trying to build out, and some of that came a little bit easier after I became a VTuber. Listen to some of Cottontail's ASMR, and I get it. Yeah, honestly, I really like her approach. Yeah, sometimes it gets a little spicy, but actually not very much. I like her focus on affirmation and a gentle approach, which I imagine is what some of you enjoy about this. After all, being mommy isn't just about the ada moments and things like that. No. There must be some kernel of genuine maternal energy. Daring to boot me in mommy mode. I see. Yeah, actually. Mommy, sorry, mommy. I have a feeling you're not sorry at all, Timber. Mommy's also about that. I could stand to get back into the gym and working on that particular element. Being mommy means being... Does it? Well, in theory, you're not wrong. My laptop on the side, I thought it had a borked Windows install, but it was worse than what I thought. It turned out to be a dying SSD. Fortunately, I had a new conditioned SSD, even though it's 250 gigabytes less. I feel like nowadays, space is very affordable. So that does work out pretty well. Viera, aw, down boy, down. Don't be sorry, say thank you to mommy. Not one bit, but I love it. But I love to say it. I see. I'm glad that I can spoil you a little bit with the rewards like this from time to time. What were we on about? Right, so, the ODYTHON reward. So, you unlocked, with your incredible generosity, by the way. Thank you so much for your support during the ODYTHON so long ago. You unlocked a new original song, much like with Strawberry Girl, with the ODYTHON before it, or the September awards before it. So today we're going to figure out what you want from that, what you would like, and we'll figure out how to make that work. You spoil me just enough and it fills my heart with love and appreciation. I'm so glad, Timber. I'm glad this could be a spot like that for you. I don't know, it feels a bit like mommy mode just doesn't have any impact to it if it's just sexy, you know? Thankfully, the laptop I worked on has the option to have 2 SSD and the secondary didn't die out. That's good. Destroyer, she destroys her composure. I actually don't know much about, sorry about missing that, Anaheim. I don't know anything about Azure Lane. I haven't watched enough of Numi's takes to know which girl is best ship girl, but who knows, maybe I'll try it. I did try Nikke after all. And maybe I'll try another gotcha big titty anime girl game for that. Who knows, maybe I'll find one that I like enough to keep playing. Actually, has anyone played Infinity Nikki? I want to play Infinity Nikki at some point. I don't know if that's a gotcha game like Nikki Up to You or Miracle Nikki was. Definitely a type of battleship because she's not afraid to open fire. Yeah, I guess you could say I've got quite the cannon. And time's up. All right, that was fun. What about Big Titty Anime Guy game? Do tell. Speaking of DDR, I'm still trying to finish up with my Japanese DDR collection while most prices are down for imports for the USA. That's fair. I saw Infinity being played and it's so cute. That's the thing, the original was so cute. I like that about the Nikki series. I wanna play it. Big Titty Anime Guy games are just yaoi games. That's not necessarily true. I guess yaoi games are just better at delivering on it. I don't think it's money gotcha, at least for the most part. We'll double check. That's fair. You don't have to if you're not feeling up to it. Right. So, oddities. An original song. Thank you. An original song is on the docket. And I want you to know what you would like the song to be about. Because last time, you decided to make a song about the name that you had for me when I was being a little bit blushier, a little bit cutesy, that kind of thing. And we went genuine with it. Speaking of watching a trans musician play gotcha, watching Ah play ZZZ is hilarious because she's so gay for one of the starter characters. She's very bad at progressing rather than simping. Oh my. I need to catch her playing that at some point because I want to see her simping for that. And then she'll come right back around and criticize me for Lycown. I'll be right back. No worries, Timber. Do what you gotta do. I'm gonna have another bite of cheese in the meantime. Tasty Colby Jack. Write a song about how messed Twitch policy is, but make it sound incredibly happy and upbeat like you agree with it. Oh gosh. Like subversive propaganda or something. You know what? Let me get a notepad and jot a few of these ideas down. Twisted. That's right. I forgot about that. Yeah, I've seen Twisted Wonderland and well, yeah, I forgot about Twisted Wonderland, and I'm glad that you reminded me because my daughter is super into Twisted Wonderland. Is that right? Actually, didn't Sanrio do something like that too? Like some of their characters are basically just redone as like anime guys or something like that. I forget the name of it though. Okay, let me open Notepad, wherever that may be. I think I need to get another window for it. We're gonna do window capture, Notepad. We're not gonna make it visible yet. Oh, wait a minute, no, I don't need to do this. I'm just gonna do this in Shoost. Here we go, here we go. I'm gonna back up a little bit, by the way. Much as I enjoy being next to you. Window. We're gonna do... Where's Notepad? Why don't I see Notepad? Hello? There it is. Okay. What about Sonic? What about it? Apparently, Infinity Nikki doesn't require money, but the clothes gacha by default is very grindy, and event currency expires. So not. That's kind of how. That's kind of how well, not Infinity Nikki, but Miracle Nikki did it too. Is it Miracle Nikki? Let me get the game name. Love Nikki. Sorry. From Twisted Wonderland, I mean, he loves Vil, retweak on the Evil Queen from Snow White. Ooh, I see. Okay, all right, so one was like... Let me go ahead and do that. Okay, and then uplifting fellow creator friends. Thirsting over hot guys. I would love for Forza Horizon 5 or 6 to get a Eurobeat station. It'd be lovely to either have you as a DJ or heck Dave Rogers as a DJ for a Forza Horizon Eurobeat station. And it'd be funny if they call that station Tofu. Yeah, I got the reference. I get it. I feel like it depends on who they would talk to, who the Forza team would talk to about getting Eurobeat in there. Because I think there'd be a publishing issue with that. Banui Girl song. Jot it down. I mean, I kind of did a remix of Banui by Numi. I guess it'd be probably in that same kind of feel. Red Bull time. Why does it only capture some of the window? That's weird. Got to do the thing. No worries. I'm up for anything that involves Banui to see. Actually, what I'm thinking of doing, that reminds me. So I've had an idea for a song like this. Bear with me on this. Here's what I mean by this. Some of you may know that I have a reputation where a few of my songs are about gambling. I'm not much of a gambler, but for some reason, whenever I write about gambling, the song slaps. Like, how many times have I done that now that I think about it? Show your hand comes to mind, but I've done it more than once. There's more than show your hand. Why? I feel like I've done it more than once. And the idea of your money looks better on me is it's vaguely like, let's see. It's a swing flavored gambling themed song where I'm very much in like, the idea is that the listener is playing at me, is playing against me in like a gambling game, and I keep winning. And the idea is basically like, keep spending your time. Your money looks better on me. That's the idea of that right there. If they get Dave Rogers in for it, it'll be huge for Forza faction. That's fair. King and queen, tail is old. Yeah, exactly. Step into the fire. Like, whenever I write about gambling, for whatever strange reason, it pops.
Do it! Make your dreams come true!
That surprised me. Well, here's the thing. I'm not just going to do it because it needs to be one that you pick. I'm just providing another idea. That's all. Let me go ahead and put that down on the bar. Yeah, so those are some of your ideas and one of mine. Any other ideas? Let's see. 90% of gamblers fail when they don't listen to Eurobeat. I do know of a poker player in Japan that listens to Eurobeat pretty openly. Actually, this poker player once posted, I think I talked about someone who posted about, like, apparently Odyssey Eurobeats had a full SRS. I'm like, what? It turns out that, his source was completely false, but that was the person that I spoke to. That person was the poker player. Don't forget, GTA 5 is now also gambling on anti-cheat law and failing to. I did not know that. I haven't played a Grand Theft Auto game. That's where that sentence ends. I haven't been in your streams for a while, but how about a Moko themed one? Like, you can't take us down, Twitch, as we rise again, or the fire keeps burning. So here's the thing. Ironically, I have an unreleased, ancient remix of Moko's theme. I think I played a little bit of one years ago, like eons ago, when it was still top down, but that's about it. Remix the remix. Let me see if I still have the song, actually. That's not what I wanted. It's like, this is back before stuff like When the Sun Goes Down. Where is the folder? There's a folder. That reminds me of other stuff. I need to bring back Treat Stream. I liked getting little snacks. Okay. I need music production, Logic projects. What did I call it? I think it was one of the TEB. Treat? Sorry. That's not the one. It wouldn't be 7. Couldn't be. I think I named it something else. I think I'll search for that. Yes, okay. I called it Before the Storm. Here's what that sounded like. Let me get my headphones real quick. Remember, this is really old. I miss that bass sound, though. Ah. Actually, this has one of the better riffs that I've made. Maybe I do need to bring this one back. Let's see. I'm gonna have this capture that window instead. Yeah. Gosh, I had really long intros back then. That is Windows Media Player, yeah. I forgot I did fun stuff with this stuff here. Danielle, hello! And this would be where the vocals would come in. Still going. And then second half. Yeah. Gives heavy Toho vibes. That's because it's a remix of Moko's theme from Toho. Is this as old as about as old as the Native Faith remix from like 14 years ago? It's slightly younger than that, if I'm not mistaken, but not by much. Because I was wishing for a Moko song produced by you for eons. Oh geez, I need it. So, here's the thing. These days I tend not to produce Toho work unless requested by A1. It's not because they have something up to my head for it, but like, I don't want to reduce the amount of work that they have me do, you know? Like, if I anticipate it like that, it's like, well, now we can't have you do that. You know, I don't want to make things too difficult for them in that regard. Yeah, this is definitely my older production style, though. Dang, I gotta get that bass sound again, though. I think it was like a GarageBand preset that I messed with, but it was still really good. But yeah, that was that one. I say gonna cherish this moment forever. Thank you for sure. So, I will add that to the list. The song, like the idea of a Moko song. I'm gonna put this back on Notepad. Where did Notepad go? There it is. I'm gonna go ahead and close that. Get background music going again. Welcome back, Timber. Had to pick up Din Din. Ooh, that sounds really good. Rally focus song. I can do a rally focus song. What are some other ideas? What would you like to hear me do for a Eurobeat track for you? I forgot how much I vibe with these cheese sticks. They're not string cheese, but they're like just little processed slabs of Colby Jack, and they're really good. We're needs more Thanksgiving music. Did you know, by the way, chat? Do you know what song was supposed to be? You know what song was supposed to be for Thanksgiving? If you don't already know it, you probably won't believe it. You know which song was originally made for Thanksgiving? I'm gonna take my sip and then I'm gonna answer. Oh, thank you. The song that was originally made for Thanksgiving was Jingle Bells. I kid you not. The original intended audience, the original intended time. Why did Riot Games just open? That's horrifying. I digress. Yeah, Jingle Bells was originally made to be for Thanksgiving. However, there wasn't really much of a market for it, so they're like, Christmas then. And then it worked out real well. I don't like Riot Games. I used to like Valorant, and I wish that I didn't have such a traumatic relationship with League. I don't know, I like Valorant. Riot Games are hit or miss. I recently found out that mainland Europe has international tram driving championships. I did not know that. Something fight-based, not fighting game-based, like boxing or MMA or HEMA. I do have one like that. The song Get It On is about boxing. Let me see. This was a while back. Oh right, a Love of Cheese song. It is on the list. But yeah, no, this song, let me get the window going. This one. This was back back in my Ableton days, I think.
It'll be over. We haven't started the round, but I can tell I've got you.
Actually, I have another one that's about boxing. I have another song about boxing. It's called Fight. The song is 14 years old, but it is here. I feel so old. This was in 2010. But yeah, no, I've done a few songs about boxing and such. I could do another one. Okay. I'll still jot down the boxing idea. Where is Schust? Switch that back over to there. Close that. Play this. You're still young, dear. I'm 51. I guess in terms, I feel it more in terms of like internet times, because like in an era when memes now last within a day and then they're old, it's weird to have something on the internet. Like I've been publishing stuff to the internet for almost 20 years now. So it's like, I was around during DARPANET. I remember, what was it that I was around for really? Like internet wise. It was definitely before MySpace. Gosh, I remember GeoCities. 2010, back when YouTube let people customize their own backgrounds. Yes. Yeah, it's so much power to like make your own blingied up YouTube account. And I don't mean bling, I mean blingy, like the website. AOL Netscape Navigator, Netscape Navigator. Yes. I first went on the web in 1988. I was still a spark in my parents' eyes. I barely remember the Badger song. See, my preference would be less boxing, more something weapon related, like Hema or Kendo. Something more martial arts. Ah, that's fair. I could do like a martial arts track. What else is on your mind? Like, yeah, keep the ideas coming. Keep the ideas coming. Let me make this a little larger. Highway racing. I'll jot it down. Let's see. Coffee. Maybe caffeine? I do have caffeinated love, and then I do have coffee and cream, but that's not really a Eurobeat track. Pre-internet networking is interesting. Been browsing around gopher holes. Ooh. So gamer, we are picking a theme for the original song that the Oddities unlocked during the ODYTHON. Stardew Valley Eurobeat song. I just want you to play Stardew Valley. A Happy Din Din seafood delight with shrimp, fried rice, and duck sauce. That sounds so good. Oh, that sounds so good. Let's see. My first Windows is Windows 95, so it should tell you how old. Yeah, I remember that. I remember Windows 3.1. And I mean, Blake, I see the year in your name, so yeah, no, I get that. We are similar spirits in terms of our age. The earliest Windows I have used is Windows XP. Oh, you wee spring lamb, you sweet summer child. You were talking about forbidden lovers. Sim racing. I see different. So I will say that I am less inclined to do a song about racing because, well, that's every other Eurobeat song ever. But I'm not entirely against it. F1. Let me go ahead and stretch that out just a smidge. Zipper Zippers, thank you so much for the follow and stream. It is great to have you here. I am Odyssey of Odyssey Eurobeat, and my music has been featured in Super Eurobeat, Initial D, DDR, Matar, Konavi, Shoujo, Ashton Martin, Rolling Stone, and much, much more. It is great to have you here. How about a song that is Eurobeat, but as if they're playing a racing game from the perspective of how the player feels in that moment, more like they're in the race themselves rather than actually playing. I mean, there are plenty of Eurobeat songs like that. Yeah, a lot of songs are about, like, actually racing. Even Speedy Speed Boy, when you listen to it, like, the lyrics are about actually racing. You're anime. Oh, thank you. I have this one, and then I have a couple of 3D ones from my lovely friend Nijitan. But yeah, F1, sim racing, Forbidden Lovers, endurance racing, Stardew Valley kind of vibe. Oh, it starts as them playing a game. Okay. A song about promises. I mean, I have done one of those too. It's called Promise Me. Well, I guess it wasn't really about promises so much as like being pessimistic about the year ahead. One about being sad that Halloween is over. Oh, on that subject, I have another one. I could finally make a finished version of Lovers on a Snowy Night. Attending conventions. Not a bad idea. We got a good list. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Beach Time Odyssey. Wait. I have a song like that. I just need to get the lyrics. I have that. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. Oh, what was it called? Oh my gosh. Okay. I think I called it Soaker. Yeah, I have that. Yeah, it literally just needs lyrics. My computer's probably gonna have a bit of a fit about that, but where is OBS? There it is. A song about the timeline of Odyssey Eurobeat. Booty Shorts. I've thought about doing a remix of Booty Shorts. Well, that's not an original though. Actually, the artist that made the actual like lyrics for that apparently knows about Eurobeat. Let's see. Eurobeat are about Roblox because why not? Let's see, the timeline of Odyssey Eurobeat. Let's see. That'd be an interesting one, actually. Bittersweet memories of someone. Not necessarily a relationship, but a long-distant person from the past. It could be something. All right, I'm gonna sneeze for a second. Excuse me. Yeah, let me go ahead and show you the beach-themed song that I had ages ago and just never finished. Here. Thank you. All right, here we go. I'll think of that. That's. It's just a theme for the bar, but yes. I completely forgot I had this. I mean, we could do this. It would save me a lot of time. Let's see. That is an option. But yeah, there is that. Okay. So we have that. Okay, so that's one on the list. Let me put the list back on. Boop, maybe that bats. Now, I should say, confessedly, it's not the only song that I basically have finished and have it just sitting around. Let me, I still have Big Star. I just need to rewrite it. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. I'm so confused. Am I a good wolf or for reminding you of that or no? You asked that earlier. I feel like if you get demanding about asking if you are, it's worth asking why you're needing it in the first place. I am placing blocks and shit because I am playing Minecraft. Oh gosh. Mining away. Oh no. See, I kind of look cell shaded. I just realized how I look right now. Bittersweet memories, finishing Soaker, rewrite Big Star. We have a good list here. So we back in the mine. So I actually did a, I used to do a mashup of that and the Living Tombstone remix of Discord. After Crash! 4 months of subbing. Can we get some love in the chat for After Crash? How are you doing, darling? Let's get it. Sending nothing but love and support for you. Bless and thank you, After Crash. Please enjoy your emotes, your sub badge, being part of the Oddities community for a third of a year. Let's get some love in the chat. How are you doing, darling? Creeper. Oh man. I'm under arrest for being too cute. Oh, I thought you found the bodies. Been well. Did my first test of eyeliner and a coach. Let's go. That's awesome. I bet you look gorgeous. We're all sending love and support to you, in Odyssey as best we can. The bodies of work that I have left neglected in my career. Let me see if I can find. I have so many sketches that I just need to finish. I have whole originals that I need to finish. What is this? Well, I'm glad that I have sketches though. She can hear the heart under the floorboard. Was that a Telltale Heart reference? Like a cave enveloped in cotton. It's here, the Telltale Heart. No, Audie, I found the bodies and destroyed them so that no one else could find them. You're welcome. Thank you, much appreciated. Hold on, I gotta do a quick stretch. I just remembered that my theory test for my driving license is tomorrow and not on the 4th like I thought. Wish me luck. Danielle, you're gonna do absolutely amazing. You got this. I thought the bodies hit the floor. Well, they didn't successfully walk the dinosaur, but, you know, someone had to clean up the mess afterwards, so, you know, there's that. Yeah, here's, I feel like we have a pretty good list here. Okay. So I have to, so TikTok TTS accent is when I have to say it. Audie, I just found the cutest thing. It's you. This weird trick discovered on TikTok. It's me. I'm the trick. So there's that. I think I did that hydrate. Did that one. Oh, tangent. I owe you tangent. Have you been waiting for me? Have you been waiting for me to deliver that baka to you without bringing it up in chat? You silly goose. Baka. Sorry to keep you waiting on that, though. Okay, not what I was going for, but it works. Yeah. Who here remembers when Epic Games used to be a respectable company? I do back when they cared for their IP, such as Jazz, Jackrabbit, and Unreal. Oh, I remember Unreal Tournament. I used to play that one so much. I just found out through my younger brother that they are adding Snoop Dogg to Fortnite. That does not surprise me anymore. Like, at this point, Fortnite has surpassed Mugen as the crossover generator. There's one Unreal Tournament game still up. and it's one you won't expect. Oh, which one is it? I hope it's the one that I played in high school. It's the one on the Xbox. Aw, yeah, I didn't play that one. There was one that, there was an Unreal tournament. I'm trying to remember when I was in, I think it was like 2004, 2005. And we used to play that, on the computers at the, like, which class was that for? I think it was, we were learning Photoshop, basically. And, whenever we would get our work done, we would basically do, like, a LAN thing with everyone else in class. It was really fun. I was terrible at it. Isn't the Dreamcast one still up with unofficial servers? You just a Raspberry Pi device that pretends to be a dial-up connection for the LAN port. That makes sense. Yeah. Why do I have so many Stream Elements windows up? Oh, that's why. Okay. That's the life I wish. Aw. So I think we have a pretty good list here. Let's go ahead and knock out some of these ideas and kind of whittle it down to a few that y'all can vote on. Does that sound good? Does that sound good to you? Before that, I'm going to open this little sachet of paper quoi. Okay. I think I'm gonna get rid of the Moko theme because I don't want to get in the way of anything that A1 has planned. I'm gonna drop the one about Thanksgiving dinner. I don't necessarily mourn the end of Halloween. I like Halloween, but I'm more of a Christmas galley anyway. That's a remix anyway. I don't have enough experience with Roblox to write about it with authority. Drop the Stardew one. That was so much a joke. That's fair. That's fair. Boop boop. I want to go to Hot Topic. That is actually where I got a lot of my cutest stuff. To be honest. The rest are, well, no, I'll keep it up. I've already done a couple songs about boxing. I feel like I'm kind of planning to do stuff with Big Star anyway, so take out F1. You sure? All right. I wish there was a Hot Topic near me that sold clothes other than Rick and Morty shirts. I suppose that makes sense. The ones out here still follow some of the classical, like classic Hot Topic penchant. It's been weird to see Hot Topic shifting towards like fandom stuff. I remember when they were mostly just like gothy. I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. I don't think I've ever seen a Hot Topic in my area. Oh, they're worth looking up. They're fun in a quirky way. Ooh, okay. Weird one. I'm gonna add an idea. So I did this for Yumiko VT. The song that we did with her, Beacon, was very much themed after Gundam, but I haven't done it for myself. Why is my eye itchy? Ah, there we go. I might drop the song about cheese. I don't feel like doing a song about Twitch policies, I'm sorry. Clears has randomly shown up in ASDA stores. ASDA was the UK branch of Walmart before they sold off Asda. Huh, I did not know that. Forbidden Lovers, Endurance Racing, Sim Racing. I might drop that one. It's an interesting concept. Oh, White Reflection, I like that one. I'll be your white reflection. Da 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 da. Dun, 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 dun. Love it. Rather one I suggested might be a stretch. I feel like the thing that I like about it is that it's not necessarily about like drift racing. It's a novel variety of racing. If you do a mecha flavored one, Charlie Morgan has a couple of good mecha girly pop songs for inspiration. I'm gonna make a song about Twitch policies. It should be about how they don't want copyright, but they allow games like DDR to be listed to be streamed. So I think with that, I think with certain rhythm games, there is some amount of like, this has been cleared ahead of time to be played as a rhythm game. Twitch may not necessarily get it, but sometimes they might. Maybe they've had a conversation with Konami about it or something. Not to say that Twitch is consistent about most things, but that could be one thing where it's like, okay to do that one. I could see them having cleared the rights to that ahead of time. Actually, you know what? Better idea. Chat. Choose 4 of these. Choose 4. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a quick break, but I'm going to put this on the screen so you can make your decisions while you play Words on Stream. I will be right back. We're back. Did you miss me? I missed you. Okay. So how y'all feeling? How'd you get evener? So I thought about like a tool that would even something out, as opposed to a level which detects how even or level something is. An evener would be something that makes it that way. Safe to share the good news I heard about Godzilla. Sure, go for it. The Paris Combat Review is ready for action. I see, I see. Let's see. I will move on with the... What's the actual riff? But yeah, what's up? Let me get the list again. I might delete a few also. 4 faves: Rally, Highway Racing, Gambling themed Mommy C song, Thirsting Over Hot Guys. I think I might delete a few of these just to kind of clear things up. I might get rid of the racing ones, honestly. Yeah. Godzilla -1 director has been the green light to make a new Godzilla. Ooh, okay. Okay, so you're saying I got rid of the rally one. Is there a song about Tire Wars? I'm not familiar with Tire Wars. Hello, Aluminum Lion. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well today. So the other ones that I see are okay. The themed Mommy C song. Hot Guys. Gambling, that's this one. Mommy, that's the same one. Benui, Mecha. Let's see. Yeah, that's awesome. Just finished watching the Fortnite event. That was cool. I didn't know there was a Fortnite event today. That's awesome. Endurance Racing Cylinder. Thank you. Timeline. Oh, I got rid of Timeline. I'm sorry. Uplifting. Lovers on a Snowy Night. So I was planning on doing, I want to do Lovers on a Snowy Night at some point anyway. Part of why I got rid of it. Sucks that Twitch polls have so few options, or we could use that. Yeah, I could do like a straw poll. As a matter of fact. Is it JPay2? Thank you so much for following on the stream. It is great to have you here. I am Odyssey of Odyssey Eurobeat, and my music has been featured in Super Eurobeat, Initial D, DDR, Matara Konovi Shoujo, Ashton Martin, Rolling Stone, and much, much more. Great to have you here. Hello, Michelle. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well today. Is there another one? Oh yeah, I do want to keep going. All right, so let's go. I'm gonna go ahead and make a straw poll, and let's go ahead and put these on the list. All right. Oh, whoops. That's not what I need. And then we do need to get rid of this one. Okay. So I should say something about this, by the way. You are choosing a song that... Oh, thank you for that, Bets. You're choosing a theme for something I need to make an original song about. It's not going to be the next song I release necessarily, but it's on the docket. Like, I have client work that I need to do, and then one of the songs that I need to make will eventually be this. The same thing happened with Strawberry Girl, too. Like, I needed to make that song, and I ended up just making it. Oh, thank you for the follow, Michelle. It's great to have you. Let me do my official thing. If we haven't met before, I am Odyssey of Odyssey Eurobeat. I make Eurobeat music that's been featured in Super Eurobeat, Initial D, DDR, Matara Konovi Shoujo, Ashton Martin, Rolling Stone, and much, much more. Great to have you here. Why is my nose being plugged? I need to start eating spicy food again. Nah, that'll do a number on my acid reflux. But yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Words are killing me. Okay. Last selection, multiple options, require participant names, 1 vote per IP address. Do I have any upcoming shows or con appearances? Very much enjoyed your Magma set. Thank you. At this time, I don't have much lined up in that regard. There are places that I like to apply. There are places that, you know, I'm hoping that things line up, but nothing set in stone at the moment. At some point, I'd love to do, well, something of my own, but that's a different thing. You fool, I have 70 alternative routers! Fancy art. Right, so, when in doubt, pinky out. I have a teacup already, so it's very fancy, but if you don't have a teacup, simply pinky out. Cheers. On second thought, I don't want to burn my face on the tea. I'll wait. I'll do that with the Red Bull can. Right. Thank you for that, though. Okay, how long should we have this run? Always public, close pool on a scheduled date. I just wanted to last, like, a minute. Okay. Should I allow you to do multiple? No, let's just do one at a time. Okay. I've created a poll, and momentarily I will paste it to your... Oh, okay. I have temporary admin rights. Ain't that nice? Okay. Here is the straw poll. I'm gonna pin that. I'm gonna run that for 30 minutes. All right, and then I think I'll stream the results. Ah! Oh my gosh! Sammy, hello! Hi! Hello, Raiders, hello! How are you, Sammy? How was your stream? Oh my gosh! Okay, hold on. Let me shout out Fairy. Blah, blah, blah. Where is it? How are you? Oh my gosh! Okay, hold on. Let me do this. Fairy. What are you up to? Looks like you're playing Dragon Age the Veilguard. How is it? Okay, friends, if you're not already familiar with Fairy Sammy, got a raid and dip, but hopefully you're having a great... oh, thank you. So, the ODYTHON was a few months ago. However, I've been very slow on delivering the rewards, and we're working on that today. So, to vote, go to the link that is pinned in chat. All right, I'll go ahead and paste it. Made a tarot card inspired model for, ooh. Okay, friends, if you're not familiar, by the way, Fairy Sammy is such a cool VTuber. They have like a Rococo, wait, you're still on the Rococo painting themed avatar, yeah? Or do you now have, okay, you're on the tarot card inspired now, okay. But like, you've always had these really creative, like, themes and models and things like that. And I don't know, I just think you're really cool. If you haven't followed Fairy Sammy already, fix that. Morden, thank you so much for the follow and stream. It is great to have you here. I am Odyssey of Odyssey Eurobeat, and if we haven't met before, I make Eurobeat music. My work has been featured in Super Eurobeat, Initial D, DDR, Matarcon, V Shoujo, Ashton Martin, Rolling Stone, and much, much more. When I'm not making Eurobeat live on stream, I am talking about it, rambling, making titty jokes. I'm every VTuber, really. Like, yeah, we have a very comfortable and welcoming community here. Largely centered around Eurobeat, but if you're not into that, then there's still something for you. I can assure you that. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the straw poll at the moment. Let me go ahead and hop over to Shoost. It'll open, please. There we go. We need the layers. We need... Where is it? Oh, it's not gonna show, is it? Okay. Where is... There it is. Okay. So for those who are just popping in, many months ago, I did the ODYTHON because I was in a bit of a financial pinch. and they worked out. We raised the money that was needed in an hour and a half, and I've been delivering on those rewards throughout the year. And this one, we're choosing what the next original song will be about. It may not be the next original song that I release, but I will make this song. And right now, the current one is a swing-flavored gambling sort of mommy mode track where it's, I already have a title for it and everything. It's Your Money Looks Better on Me. Just the idea of like, the listener is competing against me in like a gambling thing and losing. And I'm just kind of like, go on. Up next is Uplifting Fellow Creator Friends, Bunny Girl, Rally Focus Song, Martial Arts, finally making that song called Lovers on a Snowy Night. One about attending conventions, one about a bittersweet memory. We don't gotta think about the next one. Anyway, so there's still plenty of time to vote. Yeah, I wanted to, yeah, like it's taken me a little while to get through the ODYTHON rewards, but I am still doing them. I didn't want to, how do I say? It would feel like the pinnacle of selfishness to offer those rewards and not fulfill them just because people haven't been like asking about them, you know? Hydrate, that I can do. Oh, almost dropped my water bottle. Thank you for that, Pats. Excuse me. Okay. So there's that. In the meantime, let me see if I have the list of the other awards that we still got to do. Actually, why don't I just show it on screen as well? Do I not have that window? I think I don't. One second. I think I can add a layer in Shoost. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and have this show. Where is Notepad? There it is. Okay. Like, would like to get it out of my face though. Put it down. That's not the one. We need this. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna put it down here. There. Okay. Oh, that's hard to see because of the rewards. Shoot. Okay. So the link to vote in the straw poll is currently pinned in chat. I do recommend that you use that to vote. I think we'll end it once it's no longer pinned. There's about 24 minutes of it left. So let's go over what's left. I still owe you a baking stream. I still need to bring you with me on a hike. I still need to cosplay as Byakuya and Hijiri. I still need to do an IRL stream in a bunny girl outfit. I will not be streaming it, but I still need to figure out boudoir photos. So the thing with this is, a lot of boudoir is very expensive. I think once we find where we want to go, I might need to drum up some funds for that, because boudoir is very expensive. The amount that we earned during the ODYTHON went towards things like rent and food and things like that, and we were able to do it. Hold on, quick stretch. We still have the Mommy Mode ASMR stream. We still have the VR chat meetup and performance, which I think I want to do at the same time. An IRL live cosplay set, which I think I'll do as Byakuren. New emotes. I still need to sort that out. Karaoke stream. I don't know how I'm going to do that nowadays, especially with the way that Twitch is handling rights. Is it Alapi? Alapi? Please do let me know how to pronounce that name. And thank you so much for the follow and the stream. It is great to have you here. I am Odyssey of Odyssey Yerbeat. My music has been featured in Super Yerbeat, Initial D, DDR, Matara Kanbi Shoujo. I think you might have heard me earlier. You're good. A voice pack. I think we have the theme for that set up. I just need to like execute on it. Bedtime story stream. I might do this in December just because I think it'd be cute. That might be a really cute time for it. Next up, track in a day challenge. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do this with whatever we pick for the theme, for the original track, but we'll see. Chat orders me dinner. So you're not actually paying for this dinner. In this case, you just tell me what to order. We'll pick where I go together and like what kind of cuisine I get. And then I'll be trying something new, whether it's, you know, something I never tried before, or something very silly, or I don't know, like it'll be a new adventure. Nail polish hand cam. I'm waiting for my real, like, not for like my gel nails are starting to come off, so I'm waiting for my real nails to recover a little bit before I do this one. Tease this, no comment. Tease 3, this one, no comment. Chat pics safe for work artwork. So this one we haven't done yet. We'll get to that in time. New original song, decide with chat. So that's what we're doing right now. Instead of deleting this, I'll replace this with whatever wins from the poll. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and review how that's doing. Okay, swing flavored gambling mommy mode track is still in the lead. Uplifting fellow creator friends, martial arts, and Gundam / mecha flavored are tied for second place. Bunny Girl, rally focus song, finishing a song called Lovers on a Snowy Night. Am I missing one? Which one is it, Daniel? Yeah, which one am I missing? Tournament. Have I now? I suppose I should tell you a little bit about that. Don't worry, the music's not off for a bad reason. So, I have bad-ish news and good news. The bad news is it is no longer a tournament. The good news is it's become something so much bigger, so much more intense, so much wilder than even I imagined. And it's going to be for an amazing cause. And best of all, it's coming sooner than you think. Keep your eyes peeled, your ears open. I have a feeling you're going to get updates on that far sooner than you may realize. I digress. So I have not forgotten the tournament. It has become something else, and we're gonna be doing that. How much time is left on the pin? 19 minutes and some change. That sounds so ominous. For scale. But yeah, we've got a list here, and looks like at the moment, oh, we finally have more definitive competition. Thank you for that, Vats. The swing-flavored gambling mommy mode track is still in the lead. Uplifting fellow creator friends is in second place, and martial arts and Gundam / mecha flavored are in third place. Everything else has about one vote. That looks like Bunny Girl finally finishing Lovers on a Snowy Night, attending conventions, the timeline of Odyssey Irby, and Bittersweet Memories are the next ones in line. Yeah. Looks like... Oh. Rally Focus Song has jumped up a point as well. That's doing pretty well. I would like to apologize, by the way. The fact that it's taken me this long to deliver on these. I kind of realized during the ODYTHON that these would take me a while to do. I didn't really realize how long of a thing that would be, but you all have been very patient with me, and I do very much appreciate that. Some of these also just take time, and I need to figure out how to go about them. And also how supportive. Yeah. You've all taken very good care of me, and I appreciate that. Every once in a while, I'll go back and rewatch some of the ODYTHON and just like, I knew that you all supported me, and just because folks aren't necessarily able to do it monetarily doesn't mean that you're not supporting me. Like literally being here is a tremendous show of support in the grand scheme of things. It's hard to do. It's hard to it's hard to give as much attention and money and resources as the world seems to need, right? So the fact that I have people that want me to do okay and have some amount of my best interests at heart means a lot to me. Like the fact that this Nightcore Italo disco stuff means something to any of you is a tremendous honor and something that I try not to take lightly. I don't know. I'm very grateful to the oddities for what we have. Let's take a look. Oh, uplifting fellow creator friends has tied with swing flavored gambling mommy mode track. That surprises me actually. And with 16 minutes left to go, we are just about approaching the halfway point. I feel like I should do the IRL hike stream pretty soon. Maybe not next week. Daniel, what? What's up? What's up? Okay. Sorry. Trying to think. I should let you know now. Next week's stream schedule will be a little bit unconventional. For one thing, there's a lot going on. Just in my personal life that's kind of taking some time and some effort and energy away from streaming stuff. You'll find out about the other reason. It's all good. Wolf cheerleader mode engaged. I see. See, I feel like if you say those words in order too often, I feel like we'll somehow hear feral howling in the distance and not from a wolf. I feel like a certain 52 hertz whale might notice. But yeah, no. You are a wolf, yes. And I imagine that 52 hertz whale would very much appreciate that, given certain tastes. Yeah. I'm trying to think of what else to cover, because it feels like we've gone over a lot very quickly. Okay, so the cosplay stream and the live IRL cosplay set will probably be the same thing. And then so with the IRL stuff, I want to do the IRL hike soon. IRL baking is going to be happening soon anyway. ASMR mommy stream, I feel like I can swing that pretty soon. Stuff with stars, I feel like I want to choose a day to do karaoke, bedtime stories, nail polish. I feel like that kind of feels like girls' night in energy, you know? And we'll do something like that, I think. By the way, when I say girls' night in, it's just a theming. Masks, NBs, every possible variety will be welcome at that stream. I guess it's more like slumber party themed. Yeah, we got a lot going. I feel like a lot of these will go into like February. Just a fair warning that it'll probably take me a bit to do some of these because we're already in November. Warzone 1205, thank you so much for the follow in the stream. It is great to have you here. I am Odyssey of Odyssey Eurobeat, and my music has been featured in Super Eurobeat, Initial D, DDR, Matara Kanavi Shoujo, Ashton Martin, Rolling Stone, and much, much more. Great to have you here. Yeah, we've got a lot left to do, but thank you for your patience with me on getting these done. I will still get through these. Oh, actually, since we're choosing a few things, chat, is it okay if after this poll we run another one? Because, well, it may not be a poll, but it may be something. There's something that I've needed to do for some time that I haven't really done, and I need to finally just do. But I don't want to dry you out on, like, making decisions. All right, I'm gonna take a quick sip of my tea. Hopefully it has cooled down somewhat. Oh, perfect. Oh my gosh. Oh, perfect timing. Hydrate. That I can do. I have yogi tea stress relief, which is honey lavender tea. Quite like it. It's one of my favorites. Oh, okie dokie. Uplifting fellow creator friends beating out swing flavored gambling mommy mode track. Wow. Wholesome beating out horny in terms of the track theming? My goodness. Aw. I can't read that without thinking of strong bad cobalt. Holy crap! Natural voice, thank you for the reminder. I'll speak a little bit more naturally. Probably good for that. Voted for Mecca. That's fair. A lot of these have some votes to them. Let me go ahead and put that away for now. Looks like uplifting fellow creator friends, swing flavored, rally themed. Oh, I think Gundam Mecha flavor just gained another point. Martial arts currently has 2, and then our one vote Johnny's. Wow, yeah. So song basically loving on my creator friends. I like that idea. How much time is left on the poll? Looks like we have 10 minutes and some change to make that vote. I'm gonna take a quick bite. I have the cheese sticks and then I have some salami. It's a charcuterie board again. You know, I never understood the idea of a comfort streamer until I started watching your streams. Now I get it and have, oh, Danielle, you're so sweet. I'm glad that I could be your comfort streamer. I don't always think I'm super comfortable, but I appreciate that some of y'all think I am. I guess I like the idea of a space where my community, my audience, can feel comfortable and safe. I'll think of that, Bats. I think it's you and Shinon that are my comfort streamers, and that's high praise. That is high praise. Shinon's a very comfy streamer. I love her streams. Like, whenever I do pop in, it's just very fun. Yeah, being stacked up against Shinon is high praise. I very much appreciate that. Usually come into the stream when I'm feeling under the weather. Aw. I'm glad that you feel comfy coming here for that. I may not always have the wisdom to be of much help, but I'm glad that you can feel comfy here. Hell, I think I've spent the most amount of watch time watching Shinon streams. Shinon streams for a metric yonk. Like, she was for a hot minute. I officially have 5 Oshis as of today. I'm happy. I see. So, who are your other 4? Or if I'm not one of them, who are your 5? I'd be curious. I have quite a few Oshis myself. Another quick bite. It's been interesting, honestly. Like, who here's been around since before I was a VTuber? Dumb question, what's an Oshi? That's not a dumb question. So Oshi means to push, and it comes from the idol days, like Japanese idols. It just means your favorite, or like the ones that you push or promote the most. In idol culture, it means more like who you promote when you go out and about. In names, Odyssey, Avanel, Fisekai, Bunny, Winter Lily, Snooty Death. I know those first 3. I have some streamers that mainly do VR chat streams, don't specifically call themselves VTubers. That's fair. I feel like there is a difference. I think VTubing became its own kind of thing. Like, VR chat streaming and VTubing kind of have this different feel between the two. In fact, even I feel like I feel like even when I stream in VR chat, it feels very different. from when I'm just doing something like this, or even streaming with a 3D one. Would it be weird if, would it be weird for the streamer I moderate for to be one of my Oshis? I don't think so. I think it's fine. Need to thank you. Every streamer I actively watch stemmed from you. You led me to Feyre and Avenel, and Faye led me to another streamer named Hunting Galaxy Bee, and I have my 4. I'm honored, Cobalt. I'm glad that I could connect you. I forgot this was in here. It is Seabat, yeah. This was the Eurobeat remix of Seabat requested by Mila Noir. Yep, Euro Seabat. So I'm new here, and one of the things I noticed was the trans flag on your head. I just want to say it's always nice to see streamers like you expressing their true selves. Thank you, Michelle. Yeah, so before I came out as, okay, words are betraying me right now. Before I started VTubing, I actually came out live on stream. And this was because I was streaming with a camera at the time, and it was the kind of thing where, well, people would notice. So I'm like, okay, might as well. Let's just do it. She has a cute, oh, who knows? But yeah, no, like, even when I started VTubing, I didn't want to necessarily put away the fact that, I don't have a good answer for that. Thank you. I digress. What was that on about? But yeah, no, I, even when I don't show up, like, on camera, actually, it's part of why I do show up on camera from time to time, because, like, I was a fairly public figure before I came out, and then after I came out, especially after becoming a VTuber, people are going to look up what my face looks like. And if I don't present if I am not the authority on my face, someone else will try to be. Odyssey just doesn't have a cute voice, but sexy and downright peaceful. Oh, okay. Doesn't just. Got it. Aw, tangent. Yeah, I just don't roll. It's just hard for me to take compliments sometimes. That's all. I don't know. I have my insecurities, you know? And I do appreciate when folks compliment me on stuff like that. Actually, I feel like my voice has warmed up over the stream. Like, it started a little bit lower, but it felt better. Maybe I just need to warm up my voice more often. I need true happiness, too. We're not doing this today. We're not. Odyssey cute, yes. Odyssey sex, damn straight. I also recently came out as trans. Oh, congratulations. Don't have the confidence to stream again yet. No worries, Michelle. Please do take things at your own time. Like, I don't know, like, unless you're doing it for money or something, like, if you're doing it out of, like, financial stuff, please, like, do what you gotta do to be safe. Sina! How are you doing, darling? Hope you're doing well today. Current time on the straw poll, 3 minutes and 14 seconds. If you have not voted in the straw poll for the next original song that I should make, please do so. There are 49 of you, and how many votes have there been? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 12, 15, 19, 24 votes. Given everything that's happened...
You're such a good girl.
Well, thank you. Yeah. That caught me off guard. 67 more points and I hit the 10K redemption. Oh, that's awesome. I hope they get there. Ah, my fleece leggings are digging into my back. The only one who voted coffee. To be fair, I have technically done coffee. Whoever redeemed that and didn't put their name on it, you're... Yeah, listen, you gotta own when you're gonna call me that, you know? You gotta assert it. Otherwise, you're just hiding behind watching the one I call mommy get flustered. I'm clever. Totally not bratty. I have some sense as to who it may be. That's... Wow! Timber just going all the way with it. Well, thank you. I'm glad that you think so. Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna rebut it today. I'll roll with it. Gutsy. That does take guts. I respect that. Cause you know what? Yeah, like for someone who usually barks in my chat to flip the script a little bit, I commend that. I'll think of that, bets. I don't know, like. Oh, okay. I think we're down to the last few seconds here. I don't need a redeem for color her. Okay. To turn it around, like to be the one to do so. That makes sense. That makes sense. I think we have about a minute left on the poll. If you have not placed your vote already, please do so. Gonna have another bite. Oh. Oh, tangent. I see. Let me finish my bites. And then I'll deliver. Just to cause my toes to grow. Oh, tangent, I see. You're looking for that kind of thing. Okay. Tangent. Thank you so much for your patience. We'll let the timer go to 0. And that will be our winning poll. But for now, you're looking for a toe curler, huh? Let me know when you're ready, Tangent. Tangent. You are such a good girl. What a good girl you are, Tangent. Who is Mommy's good girl? Is it you? Who is Mommy's good little princess, huh? It's you, Tangent. You're gonna curl your little toesies just because I'm praising you, huh? That is absolutely adorable. What a good girl you are, huh? Good girl. Good girl. I put my all into that. That better have been an absolute toe curler for you. All right, and we have the winner. The winner is a song about uplift. Yeah? You barking, Hannah? Aw, how cute. We have our winner. The theme will be uplifting fellow creator friends. And thank you for the 100 bits. Very much appreciated. Glad no one is giving me head pats. Well, I mean, you didn't redeem it. Hydrate, that I can do. And take another quick sip. We're getting down to the last 20 minutes of stream too. This time's out well. So the next song will be about uplifting fellow creators. There we go. All right, so we've made our decision. Yay! I'll think with that, bats. That's not the one. Here's what we need. We're gonna click that and get rid of it. I think this one's still the text. Yeah. Excuse me. Scooch that back up here and then put it away. One of my ideas won, but I'm a dork. Well, a dork with good ideas. Still a dork, but a smart dork. Water good. Yeah, and this is still the honey lavender tea. You know what? We're down to the last 20 minutes or so of stream. Yeah, about 20 minutes left. I want to turn it over to you because I've been doing a lot of talking at you. Before we do, I do want to reiterate something about next week. And likely a lot of the weeks after this. We're entering a time known around the world as the holiday season. Here in America, we have our Thanksgiving happening towards the end of the month, and then the collective holidays in December. A little bit before that, I'm going to be involved in a lot of things, from family stuff to personal matters to things with friends to big events, and I'm going to have an unconventional schedule to a point where I might need to drop or shift or cancel streams a little bit sporadically. One more stretch. I will try to give as much prior notice as I can. So I'm letting you know now, next week, I can say with certainty that Thursday I will not be streaming. I may not stream Wednesday either. But hopefully by next Monday, you'll know why. Timber and Gamer are being gay again. I love that. Let's go. Go ahead and do what's right for when stream is needed, just because family comes first, even if that means that stream needs to be later, earlier, or just canceled. So here's the thing. My stream in the next couple months might be a little bit shaken up. How much do I tease? How much do I tease? Oh yeah, that leads me to another question that I want to ask you. One, I'll tease a little bit. One, the next 2 months have some of the biggest events I have ever put on. Bigger than Oddysphere. Bigger than Ithaca. Bigger than my birthday. One of these upcoming events is already shaping up to be significant, not just to the oddities, but to the VTubing space at large. The scale of this scares me a little bit, actually. I'm not gonna lie. I am so excited to finally let you in on what it is. But until then, patience, darlings. Patience. Second one, I'm going to leave the music muted, or at least paused for now, because it's a little bit of a spicy ask. I do want to ask it in earnest. Oh yeah, actually a couple more things. We were going to choose one more thing, weren't we? A straw poll. I need art tags. So I'm going to go ahead and put the music back on for this, but actually no, I feel like I should ask this in the next thing and then this thing. We're going to focus on art tags later. Oddities. It's November. How easy or difficult would you like this month to be on this stream? No, you're not. I'm going to time you out, Skibbity Fish. And I appreciate the enthusiasm, but I think coming in here swinging that wildly is probably not the best move. There are some of you that may or may not be celebrating a certain thing this month. How difficult would you like for things to be? I could make the stream very easygoing, or I can make things a little difficult. Probably not as hard and probably not as difficult as other streamers might be doing, but what's your challenge tolerance here? No Eurobeat November. No! No! Don't do that! That'd be terrible! That sounds awful! What are you talking about? No Eurobeat November, for shame! This is a decent Eurobeat server. Not doing it, but I reckon you should make it extra difficult. Have you? Oh, is it Veterans Day? I have Veterans Day. I have four partners, Audie. If I choose to partake, it'd be hard enough to handle without you making it worse. Does it involve a certain button? I suppose it'd be the distinct lack thereof. We celebrate No Nut November. Why is drawing NSFW more fun than SFW art? Because boobs and peepees. they're fun. You get to draw things that aren't necessarily as common. It's novel in its sort of unique take. We love boobs. Yes, we do. Actually, on a similar subject, chat, I don't have art tags. And I'm realizing I still haven't had any art tags. I was gonna wait for something later down the line to establish these, but I think it's time to pick some. So I'm gonna open another notepad and get some ideas for art tags. We need 2. Sorry if today's stream's been a little bit spicy. ODYTHON. So let's see. So we need one. What are acceptable art tags for you? That's the thing. We're figuring that out because I don't have any art tags at the moment. I guess just usually like Eurobeat. I feel like that might have some issues with like availability. Because like for a lot of these, I check Twitter, and I know I should be on Blue Sky, and I'll still do Blue Sky, but like Twitter has the largest body of tweets and posts about it, and like there's a reason I haven't used like Artisy or AudiArt as tags yet, because like those are occupied. Those do point to something. So, Twitter has the largest. I see. I think of that bats. I'm not sure how to go about it. Oh, thank you. Should I do underscores work as separate things in Twitter? I feel like I should know that. Um, 43 moat point. I'm pretty not familiar with that. Okay. I could do, actually, I can search by tag, right? Oop, where'd that go? All right. It's probably not gonna be capitalized. Audi art? Like Audi underscore art? Does that work? Draw Odyssey? The thing with having a name like Odyssey is that it expects people to know how to spell Odyssey, and so many places get it wrong. There we go. A little bit easier to read. Odyssey art beat. Eurobeat inspiration. That's a long one. I'm trying to keep it like under a few syllables. Eurobeat inspiration. Not only is that 7, I think that also leans into like what inspires Eurobeat music. I do want this to kind of be focused on myself. I like to have some incorporation of Odyssey because Eurobeat is its own thing. Beat that would be more of the second one. I also think that one might not point that it's me. So Artisy, I think, is already taken up on Twitter. Yeah, Artisy points to a few different accounts. Oh. Oh no. Oh dear. Okay, if we get rid of one of these things. Oh no. Maybe we do need to use Artisy. Cause one of the folks that I'm seeing, it's AI generated, and some part of me wants to claim it out of spite. Oh no. Oh no. Oh god. Maybe I need to claim it, yeah, like out of spite. Yeah, maybe I'll just include art as well. Do it. Odyssey Ink Flow. I think I'd probably do like... I like the idea of Audie. You want to learn something really funny about Elon? It better be really funny. I mean, I remember one of the tweets that he liked before tweets became private. Ah. Okay, Oh, I did hear about that. Audie Art Quest. Could do that, I suppose. Yeah. Let's see. Trying to think of other art words that we could do. Okay. Draw to see. Let me see if that one's something. There is one tweet with draw to see Jones. It says draw to see Jones, and it's about a looks like a wrestler named Odyssey Jones. You already have that one. Oh yeah, I do have that one, don't I? Color Me Odyssey. I think that one's a little long though. Okay. Audie Brush. Let's see. So we found out that he lightly lied on immigration documents when becoming a citizen about his work status, and that means I see. Paint to see. I kind of like the idea of it starting with Audie, but we could do like Paint to see or Inky Audie. Maybe not. I think Audie Ink might be good. All right. For the next category, please have some modicum of taste. That said, I do have one that I would like to propose. Speaking of Audie art, my friend Mark is starting on your... Oh, that's an actual, like, thing. Oh my gosh, okay. Wow. Thank you, and thank you to your friend Mark. Oh my gosh. Audie is a winner. Audie, NSFW. What is not allowed for NSFW Audie art? So that's a good question. Hornacy. So here's the thing. I'm not used to this. There is NSFW artwork of myself, but I've been the one to commission it. Audie After Dark. I do like that. That one's actually pretty classy. What's not allowed? Don't draw me with other talents without both of our consent. Do not post this art somewhere that minors can very easily see it. Meaning, like, please tag it or like do what you can to make sure that it is age gated as much as you can. I think there are some things that I would like to not be included in. Audie Unleashed, I guess. Let's see. I still have to figure that out, to be honest, because I don't... In this case, I'm in a weird spot with this kind of tag. On the same token, I feel like it will exist. Once I reach a certain point, people will start to make it regardless of whether or not I have approved it. So I'd like to have a place for it ahead of time and establish some amount of rules ahead of time. That said, okay, I'm trying to figure out some basic rules for this. I don't know, like... Can I be real with you?
Excuse me?
I don't...
Excuse me?
Yes,
Excuse
darling.
me? Mommy? Sorry.
Yes?
Mommy?
Yeah?
Sorry. Mommy?
Go on.
Sorry. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy?
What is it, darling? Sorry. I'm not sure about respectable, because I feel like my VTuber, my model, this thing and the 3D ones that I use, they're not some space robot ninjate bird. They're not some fictional character. They are some extension of myself. So I guess I'm trying to be careful about it. Hello, GLMD. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well today. I think the thing is, if you're gonna draw me this way, ask about it first. Like, let me know where it's going, what the plan is, and get my blessing on it. Classy canvas, Audie. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Boudoir to see. Nah, it takes a little bit. Consent to ski. Yeah, I guess I just want to know what you're drawing me in. Don't ship me with friends unless we're both like, yeah. Audie Spice. Audie Spicy. I kind of like Audie Spicy, actually. Yeah, I guess, like, ask about it. Tell me what's involved. Tell me who else is involved, if any. And ask again to touch the merchandise. I think with headpads. Would you be down if Cotton is down for an Audie Cotton collab drawing? If you have Cotton's permission, if you have Cotton's enthusiastic permission, then yes. If she's like, oh, I guess sure, then maybe not. I don't want to be depicted in any sort of scenario where I'm not in some control, if that makes sense. What if it's an above the waist NSFW drawing? Okay, so I should probably clarify. NSFW versus full-on, like, smut. If it's just NSFW, if I just have my boobs out, like, I think that's fine. Like, pin up like that regard, I think I'm actually quite okay with that. Full-on smut, I guess just ask. I'd like to see written permission. I mean, that's kind of why I'm asking for people to ask. Because, like, I don't know. I don't want someone to, like, draw some picture of, like, me and a friend of mine in a very compromising position and be like, now, hold on now. Like, back in the Brony days, someone drew a picture of a bunch of the Brony musicians in a collective compromising situation, and I was included in that. And I was not asked for consent. I was not asked to be part of that. And I mean, I get it. The artwork was supposed to be a commentary on, oh, all the musicians are a circle jerk. Pardon my French in using that term. But don't draw me like that without getting my go-ahead. I want to hear a joke. Sure. I'm sorry that I'm kind of being a little bit weird about it. I guess it's just my relationship with my avatar versus myself, and the idea of being sexualized is still very new to me. On the same token, stepping things up slightly in this direction in the near future is on the docket. There may be some merch in the near future that's a little bit closer to rated R than PG-13. I don't watch soccer. If I wanted to watch a bunch of dudes struggle to score for 90 minutes, I'd take some. Oh. Wow. Okay. That's a banger. That slaps. Okay, yeah, that was really good. Okay, so I'm trying to think about the policy for it. Okay, 1, ask. 2, let's see, ask me first. Do not publish without my blessing. 2, let's see, must be kept away from. Let's see, must be let's see. And then all right, do not include others without their blessings. 2, must be shown rough draft before finalizing. The idea of being sexualized is very sensitive, so don't worry and definitely don't apologize about being careful with it, even after getting permission from both parties. Yeah, I think that makes some sense. I'd like to see the end result and like what the intention is. I might have to include some things that I'm not comfortable being involved in. I think I need to lay this out somewhere. In general, like. Let's see. This is a thing that's not even for like rated R. This is for even stuff that's like PG-13. There is a product that I am planning on releasing very soon. Actually, not even before that. Let's think about this. The artwork for Lace and Linen. My feet are out. My toes are out. And like, I am very much sexualized in that, but I am consenting. I am in control. I am happy about it. Like, okay, I'm not looking happy in the picture, but that's because like it's a point. Like I'm still in a place of control. That's the thing that I hate about like pardon my ignorance if this is okay to ask. This is a Fansly Battle Pass. No. On my end, it has to do with upcoming merch, and then on your end, it has to do with artwork of a certain variety. Let's see. There are some things that I would not be comfortable being depicted with in terms of sexuality. And I don't want this to be necessarily yucking others' yums, but there are some things that I don't want to be drawn with. Please do ask about that. That's part of why, you know, I want people to ask before they draw a certain thing. Yeah, I think that's the way to go about it. I'm gonna do another stretch. Why am I so stretch deprived today? Sorry about that. Okay, step 1, ask me first. Do not publish it without my blessing. 2, I think I need to reword this. Would Banui soup be considered borderline spicy? I think it's like PG-13. If you're drawing me in a bunny suit, you don't need to... Okay. If I'm just in a bunny suit, go nuts. Because, like, honestly... I'm already, like, this. As a matter of fact, like, this is fine. This is very different, however, from what I might do depicted in a bunny suit. Quick question, so no one else asked to ask, what about subgenres? Subgenres. At the risk of becoming too explicit, could I get an example of a subgenre? I guess that'd be another thing where, like, just ask me. Like, hello, Simon. Good to see you. You know what? Cobalt, stop. Yeah, I think that just ties into number one. Just ask me first. Don't include anyone else in it unless you have their blessing too. Not just for me to be in a picture with them. Like, ask me. I may not want to be in a picture with someone that I consider a personal friend, but would not do something with. Like, I'm actually going to say it right now. Like, don't depict me doing stuff with, like, Avanil. ODYTHON, that's brilliant. I'm not comfy with that because that's a friend of mine. I know that a few other VTubers are. It's like, oh, that's us. Banging. But I don't feel that way. Yeah, I feel like I'm not going to approve a lot of art of me with anyone else. Because, like, yeah, I don't know. It just feels a little weird. The IO boy rather enjoys being corny. Personally, I just draw single-person happy NSFW. That I guess that's kind of my thing. Like, if you must depict me, generally alone or with, like, a truly fictional character. I don't know, like, I wish that I knew more of what I want here. I'm very sorry. Like, I'm still so new to a lot of this. Like, Captain Bear, I guess? Hot Lumberjack, I don't know, because, like, Thornton Bradley is a real person. I do believe he's taken. I think that would make both of us very uncomfortable. Or at least me very uncomfortable. Like, there's things that I think would be neat. Crunk. You gotta do me like this. Drawer snuggling with snuggling? The scandal? Yeah! Hydrate, that should do that, yeah. Okay, so, quick thing. Me doing cute PG things with friends, go for it. Me doing PG-13, like PG-13 things with friends, I would say ask anyway. But, like, you'd probably need to get, you know, to draw both of us anyway. Rated R, please don't draw me with, like, friends in like, that. A subgenre is something that dives into one subject, but a little bit more explicitly. Oh, I think that's more like kinks and fetishes. I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm trying to choose my wording carefully here. I know that some of it is inevitable, but, for lack of a better way to put it, please be gentle. And here's the thing. I'm not saying this to encourage NSFW art. I'm kind of saying this because at some point, if I keep growing this channel, I feel like it's going to bubble up. It'll kind of happen even if I don't lay out ground rules, so I kind of want something in place when the time comes. I guess just ask me. I'm not against it existing. What I am against is it existing in a context where it gets into uncomfortable territory. I'm not an artist, but if I was, I would always be, aw, thank you. I guess just like, I don't know. This is weird stuff. Like, it's not bad. It's just, I never thought that this would be a thing for me. I feel like if I stayed an IRL streamer, I wouldn't be doing this. But, well, I'm a VTuber and I have an audience in Japan. And by the way, it turns out some of my fans in Japan are a fan of this new direction for me in ways I didn't expect. Like, there's a comment on Strawberry Girl where someone was like, I saw it. I saw them. Like, okay, that's a little goofy silly. Let's see, Strawberry Girl. Yeah, it was on Strawberry Girl. And by the way, if you do see that comment, don't go after them. Do not harass them. Don't respond to it. It's Japan. Why are you surprised Japan is weird? Because Japan is used to me as a dude first. They know what I looked like. Like, Japan had a weird relationship with my work before I came out. Not a bad one, but like, I guess it's just a different dynamic than here in the West. And I kind of would have figured that there wouldn't be anything because it's like, oh, well, I mean, I only really know Odyssey's music work, but whatever. But no, a lot of people are like, oh, Audie's a girl now. I want to see your tits. Japan isn't really transphobic. I would stop short of that. What I've heard is that it is not as virulent towards trans people, but it's also in a lot of ways not as progressive. It's kind of in this strange, like, and by the way, this is very broad strokes of what I understand. It's in kind of a middle ground. There's still a lot of progress that needs to be made in Japan, but it's my understanding that the hate is not as intense. Right. Back to this, I guess. I feel like having a tag like this and an art tag, I guess it'll help, like, if it must exist, then there will be a place for it. Of course, by virtue of having a tag, it almost feels like encouraging it by virtue of the fact of not condemning it, as a weird way to put that, because, like, I guess my fear is people having, you know, NSFW art of me and putting it in the SFW tag. Like, Audie Nut. Oh, no. I don't really see you as anyone but a music person who makes jokes and has fun, someone that is cool and red. I've never once thought the opposite way. I mean, people have thought that way of me before.
I know it.
Who did it? You failed this month. You failed this month. Sorry. Tend to hate more people because they want everyone to fit a cookie cutter, don't fit the mold, they hate you, but because they wish they didn't have to fit the mold, they don't hate very much. Gonna be babysitting for my aunt and uncle for December 20th to 28th. I see. I failed some of my mistakes. I see. Yeah, I think, I'm gonna spend some time with these tags. I'm not gonna pick them yet. Don't say that, Timber. You are not a mistake. You're here for a reason. Even if the circumstances of your birth were somehow accidental, your existence on this planet is not. You are here for a reason, and you are here to be better to someone. Or to large someone's, the world, even. I was unplanned. That was an added bonus. They were only looking for my brother. I was two for the price of one. Fees non-negotiable. See store for details. Side effects may include. But I'm glad to be here. I feel like I've done a pretty good job making an impact. I was not a mistake. Fancy hydrate. Right. So when in doubt, pinky out. Cheers. I am a twin. Yeah, I am a fraternal twin. I have a twin brother. Yay! Twin brother! Sorry for saying that even jokingly. Totally fair. I could tell that it was a joke, but I also know that a lot of people make that kind of joke to kind of cope with the fact that they feel that way. And I still want to squash that. Vieira. My goodness, waiting for the end for me to do it? I suppose now is the right time. I haven't done one of these in a moment. Are you ready? Ara ara. Iko da ne. Ara ara. Kawaii koto. 2 for the price of 1. Fee is non-negotiable. See store for details. All right. Friends, I've gone a little bit over time. Oh, thank you for the headpads. I've gone a little bit over time. But I've been having a good time, and I hope you have too. Will we ever meet said brother? Because you always describe him as being pretty damn cool. Maybe someday. I'm not sure when. I'm not sure how interested he would be in showing up on stream, but who knows? Varsk, really? Fine. I guess you are my little pog champ. Come here. Aw, how cute. Oh, that's one of Siren's emotes. Kelly Siren. How is Kelly Siren doing these days?
You're such a good girl.
Caught me off guard. Caught me off guard. I'll admit. Alrighty. Oh. Okay. Oh, thank you for the lurk, Foxy Sylph. And I will hydrate. Sorry for the wait. But yeah, I do need to wrap up. Any last questions, comments, remarks, redemptions? I'm gonna spend some time with these, and then I will make a post about it when the time comes. Probably on my Discord server, and maybe like Twitter, Instagram, that kind of thing. Yeah. Last questions, comments, remarks, redemptions before we raid out. Let's see who's live right now. Gamer! Really? Waiting until the end of stream to redeem that? Baka. Alrighty. I see Henya. I see multiplayer buckshot roulette. Wait, is Matara back? Okay, ah! She's back! Yay! All right, let me check on a couple things before I decide to raid Matara, but Taiga's also streaming. I see Cha-Cha, your V-Mom. I see Takahata. I see Mila, who's with Takahata. I see Inksy. I see Issa. I see Lady Rydrim. I see Yumiko. Oh, Yumiko's back on Twitch. She was I see Ponyville Cider Fest is also streaming at the moment. Main events, looks like the music is going on right now. Tiffany Witcher, Zari Berry, Psywave, Ouch. Goblin Burrows. How do some people have their pronouns next to their names in the chat messages? So it's you go here and you log in with Twitch and you pick your set. And Cobalt, let me take care of that for you. Fisikai is on, oh, with the new model. Yeah. Let me have a look, see. Where is, oh, there's Fee. New model debut, subathon day 8. Ooh. Let's hang out with Fisikai. All right, friends, I will see you next week. Okay, let me pause the music real quick. I will very likely be streaming Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday is a possibility, but it's not, okay, Wednesday is possible, but not likely. Thursday, I will not be streaming. Yeah, I need a day or two to rest. Aluminum Lion, welcome back. Okay. But yeah, that's the current plan. All right. While I'm here, let me do that vocal freebie. Welcome back, darling. Would you like dinner? Would you like a bath? Or would you like me? And on that note, let's go ahead and raid Fisekai. I will see you all on Monday. Until then, I am Odyssey of Odyssey Beat signing off. Bye-bye! Otsukare. Bye-bye! Actually, wait, I think I can do a thing. I can do this, and then like, mwah. Actually, if I do this, will it work? It doesn't really come up to my lips, does it? Bye-bye! See you next week! This is the raid message. If you do not have a heart, then... if you do not have the Audi heart emote, then any heart will do. But if you do, then I highly recommend the Audi 3 love emote for it. Did I not get the raid going? Uh-oh. Why is it not showing? Did it already go through? Okay, there it goes. Okay, bye! That was weird. It didn't work for us. Oh. Hi, Fee! You're not, like, done streaming, are you? Hi! It'll be. Do you still want us to like come in and raid, or are you like done? You're not done. Okay, yeah. All right. So, no one say anything. Goodbye.